So let's talk about specific of India, since you've flagged it off and you've been writing about it. What are the indicators which are telling you that things are moving from growth to slowdown or growth has plateaued? Give us 3 examples or indicators which are giving you a sense that things are now plateauing out.
Yeah. So very top down, I would just highlight that since data is broadly on the macro front, pretty closely tracked. If you were to just look at the 2 main drivers or 2-3 main drivers for the economy, one was government capex. Government capex data clearly suggests a pretty material slowdown over the last couple of months. That data is, of course, available. Yes, there would be some room for a catch up in second half, but then on a full year basis, I guess you still miss those numbers because you can't really catch up on capex if you missed spending for a couple of months. So that's one major driver sort of turning sort of negative. The second aspect I would probably say is on the consumption front, the drivers which were largely centered around upper end urban consumption and premium is starting to see a fatigue. Very, very clearly, you can see two-wheeler premium sales flattening out for the year. SUV sales have started to moderate compared to last year's momentum, while affordable is yet to see a recovery. While at the same time, we can see generic retail sales based on data from Retail Association and others. That's also starting to slow down quite a bit into the last few months. Now, what it means is that as we head to the festive season, you're going to see a lot of discounting appear and emerge across the board for corporates and products to ensure that you get your volume growth, right? And of course, that's not necessarily great for margins. And more importantly, if you then, build anything which are derivative drivers, be it, aspects around IIPs, production levels, and things like cement demand, or across the board, you basically see some degree of fatigue, which is more derivative in nature in terms of demand. So these eventually have to reflect in numbers, even if these are episodic and even if there are intermediate sort of fatigue factors.